Hey, what it do? What the business is?
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal underscore Brown if you're looking for me.
Absolutely, man. And I am Spike Lou on those same social sites. Holla at your boy AB. How you feeling out there?
Man, I'm good. I'm feeling much better now. I did something that I've never done in my whole life. For the
Mm.
first time. I don't know when the last time you done something for the first time, but I
This
ran out of
ain't
gas the other day.
no
First time in my
way.
life
No way.
at
You
28
ain't run
years
out of
old.
gas in 2024 at 50. You closer to getting your social security check than I thought you would have been running out of gas, dude.
Nigga, the little dude was so hot. He was looking
Who was
like,
that?
nigga,
The
grown
other
ass
guy
nigga
that you
running
had
out
to
of
come.
gas.
So wait, you had to call the truck people and they
Yeah,
came and got you.
I had to hit up not AAA, but my insurance got the roadside. I was like, man, I got to pull up and fuck with me. I got to be somewhere.
He
They're like, we
definitely
got you,
fuck.
man.
Hey, he definitely went in on you in his group chat. Man, I
Tough.
pulled up on this nigga. This nigga whipped up. Like, oh, nigga had the J's. This nigga ran out of gas. Bum ass. Like, he definitely went in on you.
I just knew I could make it to the
Nigga,
belt line, dude. I was super hot about that.
hey, that is hilarious, man.
Oh
Running out of
shit.
gas is running out of gas is so defeating, especially boy, if you didn't have that AAA nigga
Yeah, that's
and
some.
had to walk with the can and shit and go
Nah,
get
I
it
ain't
and come
doing that.
back.
I ain't doing that. I can't walk with the can, respectfully.
Would you change a flat? Do you know how
Yeah,
to change a flat? Oh, you can get the flat done
yeah,
though.
I can do that.
All right.
I
Running
just
out
ain't
of
walking with the
gas.
can.
Running out of gas is crazy. I remember I burned up a car running out of gas.
Running
I
out of
was
gas is crazy. I remember I burned up a car.
nigga, I had this old ass car, nigga. I bought for like $150, nigga. Nigga telling nigga, the hood mechanic, oh man, that's what you do to keep it running from out of gas, man. Cause it had no speedometer thing on the gas thing, no reading on it. So niggas just had to measure that shit. I was putting up the road one day. I said, let me do what Buddy taught me. When he got the gas, hit the turn that motherfucker, the whole goddamn hood lit up, nigga. I left that shit right there too.
Fuck it.
Never came back.
Fuck
What
it.
happened to that? That's hilarious, man. But we got an action-packed show, man. For y'all out there that are running out of gas in hip hop, man, we're here to get you back right, fuel you up for the week, man. A lot of things happened, AB. We had a Super Bowl that went on. We'll talk about Usher's performance. Sci-Hi made some crazy claims about your man's Eminem.
Mhm.
Sexy Red is back at it. Master P and Snoop have some issues with their serial distributors. TDE drops a surprise list, and Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign
Oh,
drop. But first, as I
oh,
mentioned in the beginning, Super Bowl was this week. Most watched Super Bowl ever, AB, and I have to think part of that has to do with Usher being the halftime show.
no doubt.
What did you think about Usher's halftime show? Grade it for me. Letter grade.
Letter grade, I'm gonna go a super solid B plus. I will say it came out of the gate a little shaky. Not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie. I thought he was gonna try to break the record for songs performed during the Super Bowl because it
How
sounded
many
like he was
songs
trying
he
to
did?
get 30 under his belt. He's trying to just do a verses under his belt.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fam,
He
slow
did.
down, my boy. Slow down. Like, I get it. You got some up tempo shit. You got the pop shit you got to go to. You probably got a guest or two, but just pump your brakes. Let some of the songs marinate. Don't give me two bars and then go on to the next set like you're a DJ. Like it was going a little too fast, a little too herky jerky. But once I felt it caught its kind of groove, then I felt like it was popping. Like I did enjoy Luda and Lil Jon closing it out. It was super turned. Lil Jon was in the crowd. It like it was a good time. He brought hella energy. Usher brought the Vegas vibes with the roller skates, and then he had the stripper pole. Shout out to Atlanta. I thought he did his thing, man. It was actually pretty entertaining. I know it was most viewed. I'm sure Usher had a big part of that. The culture is tapped in, man. You got to give props to Jay. He's lit up the halftime show. We're a long way from having fucking Maroon 5
Mm.
randomly in Atlanta doing the show for no reason at all. Those days are behind us. They're a little bit more thought put into the halftime shows based on locations. It's been working and it's been an event. It's back to people caring about it. So salute to Jay, salute to Usher. He put on a good show, man. B plus. The album is hella mid though.
Really?
Yeah, mid. He ain't had a good
Damn.
album in a long time though, so it's on brand. Shout out
Interesting.
to Usher though.
I'll be in the same boat as you. This is probably the first halftime show that I can remember where I'm like, I know all the songs, other than the West Coast one with Snoop. Them, of course, you know that. But the other ones, you had Prince and Michael Jackson. You know, you know the hits, but they
For
can get
sure.
up there and do some shit. You be like, not sure about that. But with Usher, he came up in our era and our generation, so I was pretty much knowing or aware of everything that he played. So that played a big part in it. I agree with you. Started out really fast, hate fast music like that, but I get it. He trying to let niggas know I got a bag up here, and just anybody can't get up here and do this. So I do respect him for that. Total waste of a feature to bring out Ludacris and what
It's
idea,
hating,
what Ludacris was doing up there. That's
shaking it.
insane. Uh, um, but no, he did a great job, man. I think that this was one of the better halftime shows that I've seen. So I would give it a B plus as well. The memes were classic with him and Alicia Keys. This is the happiest Alicia Keys has been in a long time, it looked like. My question to you, would you be hot if you were Swiss? Like, is that
Nah,
merit for okay, it's
nah, nah,
cool.
nah. It's all performative, man. You got to have thicker skin than that. If you got a Alicia Keys as your wife, like how many videos she got hugged up with niggas with six oiled up six packs and shit. Bro, you ain't never seen Alicia Keys video before, dude. Like
Oh,
it's all
Jesus.
performative.
We'll get into that later. My question, well, you had a question around this, right? Based off
Yeah,
next year's Super Bowl.
yeah. Because next year we always looking ahead. Next year it's in New Orleans, and we know who the biggest act to come from New Orleans is, and that's NBA YoungBoy. Now, Lil Wayne
Jay
should little.
Electronica?
Yeah, right. Should Jay Electronica do the halftime show next year is the question. Now, should Wayne do it? Could Wayne do it? Should and
Uh,
could.
yes and yes. I think
I
it's a
don't believe
no-brainer.
that.
It's a no-brainer, dude.
It's a no.
Wayne, a no-brainer. Even if Wayne can't do it solo, he got Drake and he got Nicki. So we talking about 15 minutes, 13 to 15
13,
minutes.
yeah.
Wayne got 13 to 15 minutes, especially if he can bring out a Nicki Minaj and a Drake.
He got to bring out one more. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh,
If think
oh,
about
that's
it.
easy. That's easy. Lil
Who?
Boosie, wipe me down. Let's go.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
Lil
dude.
Boosie wipe me down at the Super Bowl. That'll be the biggest and best come up ever. Get real niggas at the Super Bowl. Get Boosie doing wipe me down at the New Orleans Super Bowl.
It'll
Come on,
never
man.
happen. He'll
Wayne
he'll do it at
can't
the
do
little
this.
party on. They'll have like a little Super Bowl sponsored party, little NFL sponsored hole in the wall party. He can do that at somewhere off
It'll
the
go.
cut.
It'll go down at the Super Bowl if they play wipe me down
That shit'll be
easily.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It'll be some. It would be fun to see, but it's not gonna happen though. The Wayne ain't
You
gonna
don't think
happen.
Wayne? You don't think Wayne got enough hits? Six foot
No, he don't.
seven, 6'7",
Lollipop,
lollipop,
a Millie.
a Millie.
That's
That's
it.
three for sure that we know are going to be on there. That can't be it.
That's the end.
How to love. He's definitely going to do that.
Man, if you pull out that
He doing,
goddamn guitar,
you know, he doing how to love, dude. That's the
no,
big cross of how to love.
he can do the song with Lloyd. He can do that.
You. That's five right there. So
No, he
we had a good 8 minutes. Then you bring out that him and Drake song, whatever. Which pick one,
yeah, you can
and
pick
then
one,
him and Nicki.
and then Drake will
You
do
let
Hotline Bling and God's Plan
Drake could do
and
Hotline
take
Bling
over
and
the
God's Plan.
goddamn show.
And that'll be it, and he'll be out of there. And then Nicki will come out and do them little sangy pop songs and her
Nicki will
new
do
shit.
Super Bass.
What's that? She should do the new one that's out now. What's that? The one that
Everybody,
called Fire? Yeah, everybody.
that enough. That
That's
ain't
it.
enough.
That's the Super Bowl set, bro.
It's good, but it's not enough.
That's not true.
Jada
Who they
voice.
who they gonna get? Gonna get Mystical to do it. It ain't really got no options. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what'll be fire.
The No Limit
Yes,
motherfucking
you
halftime show.
already know. But P will fuck that up though.
Of
Like
course.
P, the negotiations would go all the way wrong if P would never make it to the stage. But it would be absolute fire if P just had some artists come out and like did this shit.
Now you
Do he got
could
enough?
do a New Orleans. You
So
could do it
Cash
like a
Money,
medley.
Cash
Like P can do make them say
No Limit.
and then maybe like and then Juvenile can do back that ass up, and then Wayne can do Lollipop, and then Drake and Nicki. You'd have to have some type. I don't. That's never. This is not
They'll
gonna
do that.
happen. But you
They'll do
could
that
pull
Drake
that off.
song. The Nice for What? Ain't that a sample from somebody from New Orleans?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
that Nice
No,
for
is it
What?
nice for what? I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So you might could pull that off. It ain't gonna happen, but it would
That's
be
too good.
dope.
I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. That might be too good for the NFL. Roger Goodell, man. I go for that.
Thirty
We, we,
percent chance max,
we
bro.
gave you guys Dr. Dre and Snoop. Like, what more do you want?
What more do you fucking
Can
want?
Jay pull that? Could Jay pull that off? You think he could do that?
He'd have to spin it because remember, I don't think he could do the West Coast one. I think somebody wasn't supposed to be. I think M was. I think it had to have M in it. I think that he
Mm.
had to come with the
Of
package. Pause.
course he probably. Jesus Christ.
So, because he's not affiliated. Well, he's affiliated with Dre though. It makes sense, but they were in LA. They needed some West Coast shit, but you need a draw. You have to have a big draw. And Wayne is a draw. He's not an Eminem draw, but he's not a Dr. Dre draw, but he's a draw though. He's just not enough though.
Wayne not a bigger hip hop artist to Eminem.
Man, fuck no. Look at the numbers. You just look at the numbers. Wayne gonna come out this
Mm.
year. He gonna come out with Carter 6 or whatever Carter he's on. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna do okay. And Eminem's gonna come out with some bullshit and it's gonna go crazy. Still
I
today.
guess that's fair.
He moves the needle. He outnumbered, man. What can I say?
Yeah, he definitely does.
Man, let's talk a couple of recent drops, man, that just hit the timeline. Two ladies out here, leaders of the new school, Lotto and Glorilla. Lotto dropped Sunday
Yeah,
Service. A lot of
Glow.
people claim that she was throwing a dart or two at your girl Ice Spice, who's apparently now Taylor Swift's BFF. Who knew?
Yeah,
And Glorilla is back with a new joint called Yeah Glow. She heard y'all talking
yeah,
shit
Glow.
about the last Cha 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 shit. So she back in the lab with a new single that LeBron is fucking with at least. My question, are you fucking with this and the Sunday service?
Of course, LeBron is fucking with this.
Yeah, of course.
Anything, of course, LeBron fucking with it.
He was
Shout out
word for
A&R
word too.
LeBron. Shout out A&R. And what? How that ain't even been out long enough to be word for word with.
No, it's not.
He had to
No
be
way.
reading it off the Apple shit like that. He had to be reading it off the thing, the little scrolling thing. Shout out A&R LeBron though. The new Lotto single Sunday Service, loved it. She claims I listened to her on $1 million worth of game, but this song was done a long time ago.
Mm,
She did go back and add a line or two for Ice Spice. I think the ice melted on the stove line or some shit like that may have been
yeah.
it. But I liked it. She was ripping it on there. You know, you listen to the On Deck TV podcast. Lotto is one of my favorite lady rappers, and I think she continued the trend with this. I just like her style, like how she sounds. She's she's serious, but she don't take herself too serious as many female rappers do. Like she can joke around. Like she had a great interview with $1 million worth of game. So yes, on the Sunday service single, that Glorilla, yeah, Glow banging.
Yeah.
Sound like Yo Gotti might have wrote this. I could hear Yo Gotti singing, like doing this a rendition of this song.
I could.
But
Yeah.
no diss to her because she perfected it. She did it well. The video hit. It was relevant to her. Like you said, she heard the criticism came out. Is looking to retake her spot from some of the
Sexy red.
variants. Variants, as Big Jeff calls them, that are out there. So she did her thing as well. I like both of these songs. Both of them are bang them. None of them were really too. We know what we talked about with the female lane. A lane is sex sells. None of these were too overtly sexual. It was just like I can rap. I'm that bitch. I'm popping my shit. I ain't got to talk about my booty hole being brown or my pussy being pink or any of those things. Not knocking those that do. Y'all got it. Y'all popular from it. Y'all like it. I love it. But I also enjoy a lot more when you hear stuff like this from Mulatto or Glorilla, where they really in a creative, lyrical, I shall say, bag. What say you, AB?
Yeah, let's start with Lotto because that's my baby. I do like that song. I don't think it's on the same level as Put It on the Floor, which was a banger from last year, but I do like the song. And she was ripping it. Very entertaining. The beat was hard. Moving on to Glorilla because she needed this more than Lotto did. Because Lotto's coming off a hit.
Yes.
Glorilla's coming off striking out these last two, maybe three songs, all while Sexy Red has slid comfortably into her slot as kind of the leader of the ratchet new school. And Glorilla needed this in the worst way, and I think it works. It's a dope song. I even heard they even chopped and screwed it. And I don't even like chopped and screwed. And the chopped and screw version was tough. I was like, damn, this motherfucker kind of,
Mm.
it's like a banger. I wonder if it can carry her to the summer. I don't know if it's big enough to do that, but that would be nice. That'd be a great look for her. I'm gonna tell you what it reminded me of. It gave me shades of Gonna Fuck You Mean with that kind of response.
Yep.
Well, fuck you, miss. That's the catchy
Yep.
part. The yeah glow is the catchy
Yep.
part. We all know that's a play on yeah hole, which is the
Hmm.
Memphis, the 3-6 chant.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that chant, call and response. It kind of remind me of Ski Yee mixed with fuck you mean. Like,
Hmm.
and that's the formula, and it worked, and
Yes.
that worked too. So more power to her. She needed it. She came through. She talking big shit. I like it. It's a win for
Yep.
both of them.
Absolutely nice pivot for both of them. Other music's dropped as well, AB, unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on how you feel about this duo.
Let's go.
Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign. They dropped Vultures. This is the first rendition, as you said. No way you're throwing the V up right now for those watching on YouTube. He has gone insane.
Let's
What
go.
do you think about the album?
Vultures one. I like it. I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a huge Kanye fan. Everybody that's listened the past 10 plus years knows this. I'm a
You
Kanye
don't say.
apologist. I think he has the second greatest discography of all time. But
Who got the first?
I gotta go Hove because he got five classics on the slow day. He got the
Five
most
classics. I
classics.
saw you try to push that five classes in the chat. That's a stretch, and I'm as big a
For
whole fan
Jay,
as you are. Yes.
444,
You
Reasonable
counting?
Doubt,
Oh, you count Watch the Throne.
Black Album,
444 Reasons
Blueprint,
Without Black
American Gangster,
Album.
Watch
Blueprint.
the
That's it.
Throne. That's them five. Those are five classics.
Uh,
No, they are.
that's a
They
debate.
are. They
That's
had
a debate for
impact
another day.
record. It's not even.
I don't know if I put Watch the Throne on there.
Man, you crazy as fuck. That started the whole nigga, let's go do an
What?
album together shit, dude. And it had hits. And they had a whole tour off that shit. That's just a class. When the last time you listened to that? That motherfucker's stupid.
It has been a
Still.
while since I listened to it. Though I
They
do need
rap
to go
about their
back and listen.
kids. Go listen to the one about their kids before they
That
had
one
the
was
kids.
fire. That's fire. And I remember that song. I actually need to listen to that
Anyway,
tonight.
fast forward to Kanye. It's I liked it, didn't love it. I will say I like the production. I actually like Ty Dolla Sign on here. I can't listen to
Yeah.
solo shit from him. I put him in the same category as like a Nate Dogg or a T-Pain. I love them on hooks and filling in gaps and bridges and all of that. I think they're talented, but I don't want to hear a full EP from them. Excuse me, a full LP from them. But put him in the lab with a producer like Kanye and let him kind of coach him and mix him, place him in different spots. I'm here for that, and I think it worked. He did his thing on here. This is probably Kanye's worst album lyrically, though. He is really leaning into the I'm just gonna give you the quotable and not like tell no story, none of that. I'm just gonna say, how could I be anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch. And some will chuckle, some will be offended. Oh my God, whatever the case may be. But you're gonna elicit, it's gonna elicit a reaction. And so he's kind of leaned more into that. That happened somewhere around Pablo. He started to kind of do that Yeezus. He really did it. And he's kind of just owning and staying in that lane. Fine,
Hmm.
whatever. That's not the best version of Kanye to me, but the album is still solid, but it's not great though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna let it grow on me though. I still gotta listen to it a little bit more, give it the car test one more time, but it's cool. It's not all that. And Kanye shit usually speaks to me pretty early, but this one not so much. It's just cool.
This is Arizona mid.
Damn.
It's super mid. Um, some of the same reasons that you say I'll piggyback on as well. I'm not the biggest Ty Dolla Sign fan. However, yes, he can lace a hook
Yep.
great on some bridges or whatever it may be. But if he's carrying the album, I'm probably not going to check in for it. And I feel like that he carried this album. There's not a
Mm.
lot of Kanye bars on here, and the bars that are on here, like you said, they mid at best, and they really angry. Angry Kanye West doesn't work for me. Even with Yeezus and it having a kind of rock metal type style, it wasn't as angry as he sounds on this. This is just like an album of him venting. Like I just want to let everybody, all the shit that happened over the last whatever months, I want to briefly elaborate on it, not even give a perspective on it, which would be dope, which would be banging, which is what we ask for from rappers. Hey, tell us what's going on in your life. But he's not doing it in a way that's giving us any introspective of it. The beats are mid to me. Like I'm not really. I like old Kanye production. I probably will never listen to this again. I will listen to the next one that comes out just to see if anything is different on there. I know that he changed it up, different styles, but this is a very lackluster Kanye West album. It doesn't when you used to hear Kanye West albums, like if you're talking about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, if you're talking about even College Dropout, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, those albums, you would listen to them and you could hear the perfection, you could hear the greatness in them. It's like, damn, this nigga, like I bet it took them forever to do this. This one sounds like I'm just trying to capitalize off being Kanye West, which is that's where he's at in his rap career. Versus we recording this verse 115 times because you're saying this one word wrong and I want to get it right so it'll match exactly up with the beat. I don't hear that in his music anymore, and that was the best thing about his music.
Yeah.
So
I will say I saw a clip of him in what looked to be like a hotel room, maybe, and he had like a bunch of people around him, and he was sitting down with the mic in front of him and kind of doing the whole one of them verses. And I was like, oh, okay, he got like everybody in there looked like they was under 30. Like they just happy to be in a room with Kanye. Well, like it really don't matter what he say right now. They're gonna be like, ah, and it's like, let's tone this, strip it back, man. Let's tone it back. Let's have the groupies or whoever the fuck those people were. They sit outside. Like, let's get serious. Like, it's not a club. It's not a party. Like, now, seriously, here's some of the shit that you're saying. He had a couple of bars on there that were cringe. I'm not even gonna lie, and that's my guy. So it, but I will say there's some songs I fuck with. Though. I want to be very clear. I'm not saying it's garbage. There's
what
definitely some
songs you
joints I
fuck with?
fuck with, but it's not to the level of Kanye.
What songs you fuck with on
I fuck with the middle of the album, like Vultures, fuck some, the Carnival. I fuck with
there?
that. I fuck with the Burn. That's got the throwback Kanye sound on it, and
Yeah,
that
that
was my
was
other
bad.
knock on it. I think the sounds is all over the place. I know he's got supposed to have 3 volumes. I'm assuming they're all different material. Why would you have the throwback Burn on here followed up with the Playboy Cardi loud in your face synth heavy joint? I was like, why is it? Why couldn't you just have an album of the old Kanye, a album of the loud young nigga Lil Yachty, Playboy Cardi shit, and then the third album for whatever the hell that's gonna be? Why wouldn't you just split them up instead of mixing them up? That threw me off, man. It
That
threw
would
the
have made
tone off a little bit, but
that would
it's
have made
cool.
way
But
too much
I ain't gonna
sense.
hold you. It ain't just popping like that though.
The
I
way
like the
you explained
Vulture
it would have
song though.
made
That shit hard with Dirk and he that's
Dirk
probably
ripped that
Kanye's
too.
best verse on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Dirk ripped that.
The Ty
And
Dolla Sign ripped that too. His little
he
part
did.
with the when the beat switched and shit, that shit was hard. I was like,
That was
damn.
fire. It would have made way too much sense to do it the way that you're thinking of. It would have been some old Kanye shit. But yeah, this it's mid, man. It's just mid.
It is. I ain't gonna lie. Next up, man, TDE. We have been big critics of TDE's rollouts, their release schedule. Kendrick is gone. What are they gonna do? Who are they gonna promote? Well, TDE looked us in the face on Twitter and said, you know what? We got something for your ass, nigga. 2024, we have confirmed releases from anybody who's everybody on the label. SZA, Isaiah Rashad, J Rock, Sir, Absol, Dochi. The list goes on and on, starting with Schoolboy Q. His album comes out first, March 1st to be exact. He released 2 new joints. What do you think about the year that TDE is planning and the Schoolboy Q effort that's going to drop first?
We've been very critical of the absence of TDE in the game, especially how they came out of the gate with Schoolboy, Ab, J Rock, Kendrick. Seems like that rap kind of tapered off. I love to see that they're back at it. And I'm happy that Schoolboy Q is leading the charge and the first person out of the gate. So I'm here for it. I want new Schoolboy. I want new J Rock. If I were Reason, I would be highly pissed off. It would add to my frustration because y'all let me drop in this desolate climate last year when I thought nobody was coming out. Now the whole squad dropping, and I could have used that to put some more eyes on my album. So fuck y'all. If I was Reason, I would definitely say that to TDE. But no, I'm here for this, man. I'm a Schoolboy fan. I love where he's at. I want to hear him and how he's matured since his last album. You can see it on Instagram with his daughter. You can see him playing golf and doing shit. Like I can't wait to see how the music translate to the person that he is now. It's been a long time since J Rock, a Grammy nominated
Facts.
album. We ain't heard from this nigga in forever.
Yeah,
I know some
pre-pandemic.
singles have, yeah, like some singles have came out. They were okay, hit or miss, but a full project what's the name of it? I can't.
East
What
Side
is it?
Johnny.
Okay, Eastside Johnny. Yeah, full project title is very inviting. It makes me think Good Kid, Mad City, talking about coming up in the East Side of LA, gang life, and all of that shit. So I'm here for all of this. Even the new Sir. We were joking in
Mm-hmm.
the group chat the other day, like, what the fuck is Sir at? He ain't since that. I think it's You Can't Save Me, or what's the name of the
Oh, he
album?
dropped a little song.
Wait, no, he dropped a song that was banging too. But since that last album that had You Can't Save Me and John Redcorn on there,
Oh,
it's been
gotcha. Yeah,
quiet for him.
yeah.
So I'm anxious to see what Sir does as well. What say you about the TDE releases?
No, I like this. This takes me back to 1998. No Limit. We talked about them earlier. No Limit dropped 23 albums in 1 year. This is giving me. I don't expect that, but it's giving me that vibe, and that was a moment. I never thought I'd see it again. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 12 projects on here, and they have three that are marked out that say new artists. So that's 15. 15 projects in 2024. Apparently, this is, and then all of the solo projects lead to the compilation at the end. I like this. I am fucking with this. This is very Master P like. It's got something for everybody. Even one of the newer signees, Ray Vaughn. I remember him. He's on Reasons album. He was freestyling, I think, on LA Leakers a couple of years ago. I was like, damn, hold on, like buddy, right there, kind of snapping. Like this was right around the time that Kendrick was bouncing. So I'm like, okay, let me see what he gonna sound like. They got a couple of alternative sounding people like Doechii and Lance Skywalker. Like those are the vibes for the pregame. That might give me a different vibe. Give me some new joints to add to the playlist. I'm very excited about this, and I'm very excited about Schoolboy dropping first because both of the songs he put out are tough. Definitely looking forward to that. His last two
What he got
albums
on?
went. That Crash Talk was banging. That what was the one before that? Ghostface. I mean, Blank Face.
Which Blank
That was
Face? Yeah.
tough too. I am looking forward to this Schoolboy very much so. It's called Blue Lips. Count me in, man. I'm here. Thank you, TDE. You listen. You obviously listen to the show. What's happening? You heard our criticisms. You took that shit to heart, and now you like, nigga, we got something for everybody. Even Sizzle coming back around on here with the Lana project. We got everything. I don't even know who Cal Banks is, but I'm gonna check for it just because if they're
Is
smart,
the
they do the
they
No
part of the
Limit route
rollout?
and
Yep.
have whoever that is featured on the album before. Have
Exactly.
them kill that feature and then be like, nigga, his shit coming up next. I'm like, oh, nigga, let's run it then. Something
Which
for everybody, dog. Singing, rapping, garbage with Isaiah Rashad. Whatever you're looking for, you're gonna get it from TDE this year. I'm excited.
is more of a which is more reason if I were reason I'll be pissed off. Man, I was listening to that
That's true.
album the other day. That song that he was talking about, basically he was just talking about everything he would have to lose, but still trying to like kick it with his homeboys. He
Fire.
had the line talking about let me out, Trey Doe and shit. That shit
Fire.
was banging.
Yeah,
Man,
Porches.
forgive
That
me for
Porches
not
album is banging though.
that Porches was banging. I can't remember the name of that song, man. I think Sir was on there. Like maybe Broken Winter Break or something like that. But that shit was fucking that shit was fire. But yeah, everything that you said, again, that's the reason. If I were reason, I'd be pissed off about it. But I look forward to this. They got to get a move on it.
Yeah.
You said 15 releases, nigga. This it's March,
Facts.
so unless you doubling up on a couple of months, which I wouldn't have expected them to do, you might be behind schedule already for this. So it make me skeptical even more. Next, a guy, a former guy, Master P, and Snoop Dogg, they have a cereal out, and they are really upset about how that cereal is being distributed amongst the stores. They are suing Post, which is the cereal distributor for the brand. AB, what say you about this?
Man, this is interesting. They're suing Post and Walmart. So allegedly, because they have their own food brand, which is Brodus Foods, and they entered a partnership with Post, but allegedly Post wanted to buy them out. They turned it down and said, "No, we'll do a partnership. You can distribute our shit, get it where it need to be, and then you know what I'm saying we'll take it from there. Maybe revisit this in a couple years. Cool." So we've seen the Snoop cereal, formerly not called Snoop Loops, but Fruit Loops wasn't going. That name would have hit.
Oh, sir, Snoop Loops would have been fire.
Snoop Loops would have been fire. But I will say this is interesting because P had made videos about this last year showing him not being able to find the cereal. But he didn't really, I don't know if he had the lawsuit in the back of his head while he was doing this, but he didn't
Probably.
mention anything about lawsuit. He was just like, yo, I can't find it. And he said, yo, make sure He's on Instagram like, yo, make sure you come look for this. You ask the workers like, where is it at? Ask them where it's at. Tell them to put it on the cereal aisle. Okay, cool. I'm like, okay, maybe he just talking shit. He sent a couple ringers or whatever. Until I went to try to find it, and I went to
Mhm.
Target in Atlanta because it said online that it was available. And I bullshit you not, I spent 15 minutes. I couldn't find it. I had to grab somebody in a red goddamn sweater. When the
Mhm.
last time you had to grab an
You had
employee
to press
from
the button.
Target?
Customer needs assistance in cereal aisle.
They had to call on over the little PA and shit. I'm standing there looking stupid. The lady comes over. I'm like, yo, do y'all have this cereal? And she's like, oh, yeah. And so she walks me about 4 or 5 aisles over. And then they're doing construction. There's a blue tarp that's covering up an area. The cereal was on an end cap facing the blue tarp. I grabbed the cereal box. It had dust all over it from the construction. I would have never. I would have lost. I would if this was supermarket sweep, nigga. I would have lost it. Would have blew the little bag. I would have never found this shit had this lady not showed it to me. So I thought that was very interesting. It was hidden. He might have some merit with this. He claims that employees have shown videos of these cereals being held back in the warehouse in the storage room with instructions not to put it out. So he may have a case. We'll see. I think they're only seeking maybe about 50, 60 racks. He might have a case.
What?
We'll see. Yeah.
Are you serious? 50 to
The
60,000?
the rappers are seeking a jury trial, damages exceeding 50,000, I'm sorry, and quote further
Oh,
relief
so
determined by the court. So I don't know what the fuck that means. That could be
um
80 million for all I know.
right. It have to be at least 50,000, I'm assuming,
Okay,
to
that
make
makes sense. I'm about to say this can't be
to
worth
the
50
court or
bands.
whatever. To be that type of court. I was gonna say, but it's a complete waste of time if I'm Snoop Master P. We talking about 50 grand.
Yeah, that'd have been some
With that
stuff.
being said, I could understand the struggle with that. It's a new brand's shelf space is hard to come by. You and I are both fans of Shark Tank. We've heard the stories of how hard it is to get on shelves in these big box stores. That being said, if I'm Master P and I'm Snoop, what is it called? Broadus Foods.
Bro, yeah, that's Snoop's last name, Brodus.
That's Snoop last name, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not in the food business, bro. I just started this. It's a hustle. I'm in the money business. Host comes to me and they want to buy Broadest Foods. Yes, we can negotiate and you can take it. There's no way that I'm taking the responsibility of, like, if I'm Master P, I don't have time to go to fucking Target and film this shit and gather up public response, and I gotta get a lawyer now and we gotta make a case. Like, bro, you wasting time of your life. Like, y'all niggas ain't got that much time left. I would rather be doing music or movies or the stuff that made me famous. Take that little buyout from Post and just add that money to the collection and do the stuff that I want to do. Every business isn't a business that you fall in love with and you got to go die hard with it, and you want to just be around for the complete maturation of it. Some businesses you start to make money from. Okay, I've gotten it to this point. Post is making me an offer. I can sell it. That way I can avoid all of this bullshit. Now I know that Master P and Snoop are probably looking at it like, well, what if it does take off like Fruit Loops? And then I just missed an opportunity. I gave away however many hundreds of millions of dollars because it got popular or whatever it may be. But again, bro, you don't start a cereal brand to be in the food business. This is a hustle.
Yeah.
Both of these niggas is good hustle. So go ahead and take the flip. Just negotiate for more money. But me getting involved in all of this is like, if I'm Master P and Snoop, this is a waste of my time. My time is way more valuable than this, way more valuable. I heard something interesting, kind of off subject, but not, in the Monique thing, and her husband had Tyler Perry on the phone.
Hmm.
And like he was, first of all, Tyler Perry probably is not talking to too many people's manager, which I think Monique's husband is to her.
Yeah.
And Tyler Perry was trying to have this conversation with dude and keep it like, okay, we can get it figured out or whatnot. This nigga just kept talking and kept talking. 10 minutes in, Tyler Perry like, man, you know what, bro? I don't got time for this. I'm a he didn't say this. I'm adding the rest to it, but he's like, bro, I'm worth $1 billion. I'm not having a 10-minute conversation with a nigga about Monique. Man, get the fuck off my phone, bro. And this is the same thing I would be like if I was peeing Snoop. If people were reporting this to me, I would send it over to my lawyers, ask Post do they want to sell again and take the check. I'm not going through this fight with y'all niggas, man. For what? So
Listen, the answer is, first of all, the cereal market was $58.12 billion in 2022. It is
okay.
expected to hit 92 billion by 2030. That is
Yes.
why we are on Instagram in the middle of Target showing,
bro.
hey, where my cereal at.
You
Even
know
if
who's
it's
making?
not supposed to be on the show. Look, we all know you can't. I can't come out with I don't give a fuck who I am. I can't come out with a cereal tomorrow and be like, "Hey, put this right here next to
That's
Trix
it.
and Fruit Loops, nigga," and then take Golden Grams and put them over. No, nigga, that's not how it works, dude.
That's
Like you
it.
just some of them are staples and they've been there for
Yeah,
20
bro.
plus years and they're gonna be there for 20 more. But if P can just get a fraction of the market, then you're set for life. And your kids are set for life, and your kids are set for life. He has been swinging at this food thing for a minute ever since he stopped signing rappers and shit. He said product outweighs talent, and he's right. And you hit a home. All you can do is hit once. I think Mark Cuban said that. You got to be right one time,
One
dude.
time. Yep.
And so if he's right one time with this broadest food, Snoop Loops, whatever the fuck it's called, man, nigga, they super good. So it's worth it to me. And he might
Mhm.
have I could not find it. I'm not a slow ass nigga in the grocery store, dude. I couldn't find it like at all. It's like it was hidden. I was like, damn, what the fuck is it at? It's online. Like, what the fuck? So he might have a case, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
He might have a case, and I'm not doubting that. My only concern would be how much energy and time are you allocating towards this? When, like you say, you're right. Product does outweigh talent, but these are two talented individuals. If I ain't heard Snoop say shit about this. P is the nigga that got the time to do this. Snoop is way too busy to be worried about this.
Like, let P handle it then. Shit. It's got his name.
It's
It's
just
Brodus Foods, nigga. That's my
it
last
just seems
name on it.
exactly even more. This even makes me more skeptical. Like, what is P even doing around here? Like, what you even got going on,
He
bro?
plugged them
Like,
in. You remember the Hootie Hoos was first.
I
The
remember
Hootie Hoo
that
cereal was first, and then he plugged Snoop in and has started to
on how to get the bread, and I
cater
guess
to
he
that.
like
Yeah, he's
consulting
teamed up
him
with him
on
on
it.
that.
Yeah, man. Like you said, it's a very lucrative industry, but it's a very competitive one as well. As we've heard on Shark Tank, a lot of the I'm outs are behind. Like, I'm not in the beverage industry, nigga, competing with Coca-Cola and fucking Mars and whatever other big ass brands because they could just throw more money at this shit than I can. I don't have the
True.
time or the bandwidth to be able to do this. And like I said, while it is a commendable cause, I get that and I totally understand what you're saying. If they do break through, then it could be some generational changes. I just think that Master P is a lot more talented than this. And that's my issue and concern with it. There are a lot more things that we've always said that he could be doing. It don't got to be music oriented, just from a marketing standpoint in general. Like the value that Master P would add to a company, for the way that we see that his brain has worked over the last 30 to 40 years is a lot more valuable than I need to make a case for them not putting my cereal on the shelf. My nigga, come on, bro. Sell that brand to post, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. Just sell the brand, bro.
90 billion by 2030.
Cereal, though. When the last time you heard of a new cereal, nigga?
That's what I'm
Frosted,
saying.
like,
Niggas,
when's the
kids
last
want
time that
something new.
they don't though? They want Frosted Flakes. They want Fruit Loops. They want Sugar Smacks, nigga. They want what any other like
Nobody's
cereal
eating
been the
sugar smacks, nigga. What the fuck?
Sugar Smacks banging though. I'm mad at you, nigga.
What?
Cereal has been the same since we were kids.
Yeah. Now
Think about
the
that, bro.
staples are still there for
Like,
sure.
come
They just
on.
remix them.
I ain't never seen no new cereal. Now that we talking about
They
it,
just
nigga.
remix them. They'll do like Lucky Charms
Yeah,
minis
they'll
or
add
something.
some regular shit to it or add
Yeah,
some, with marshmallows, with berry
yeah,
flavor.
true.
But nigga, cereal been the same. You walk down the cereal aisle, they probably been the same since nigga the 60s. Come on, man. Take
Lucky
that money
Charms
and
on the Mount
run, bro.
Rushmore too, by the way. Hot at you.
Lucky Charms. That's what I was trying to think of. I ain't fuck with Lucky Charms. No,
What?
the Mount Rushmore is Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes.
Ugh.
And Frosted Flakes is
Yeah,
nuts.
Frosted Flakes want nothing.
They top four and they ate four. Frosted Flakes, nigga.
No, bro.
Come on, bro. And
No.
what's the one? Golden Grams.
Golden
Golden
Grams
Grams
was a
up there.
shit.
Golden Grams
And
is up
the
there.
berry, I like the crunch berries too. That shit was hard. Captain
They get a
Crunch?
lot of love.
Crunch
They get
berries?
a lot of love. I ain't a Captain Crunch fan because I don't really like the fruity cereal.
Yeah.
Pause.
But you said Fruit Loops was in the top
Fruit
four
Loops
though.
banging though. Fruit Loops bang. Fruit Loops cornered the market on the fruity cereal. Ain't no other fruity cereal good. It's just Fruit Loops. So yeah, y'all send us y'all favorite cereal, man. What we forgetting out there?
What's the Mount Rushmore cereals, man?
Facts.
Next up, your girl, Sexy Red, had her seed, her offspring. Now she's
Mm,
back at it. How do we know she's back at it? It's simple. She
mm.
shot a video of herself in the delivery room twerking on the table. All right, so she's back, back doing what she was doing, like she never left. Let me ask you: A, is this on brand, or B, is it poor taste,
Man,
or C, both?
I, I okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for adding C in there because it is both. It is on
All of the
brand for
above.
Sexy Red. There was no surprise. Like when, as I was scrolling through and seeing her in the hospital gown twerking, oh, okay, she's back at it again. It makes sense, but it's still just, it's in poor taste, man. It didn't look kosher at all to me. I actually didn't see a lot of people champion it, but I didn't see a lot of complaints either. It just seemed to like a fart in the wind. It just blew by. Like people like, okay, it's her doing what she does again. I guess she's had the baby and she's back. Weird way to announce that you've had your kid, but hey, I guess I get it.
Weird
I
flex.
wonder how far this is going to go. I know she's been a mother throughout her career, just having a newborn. I want to see how she continuously tries to push that line. Like how much more is she going to go back to the well of the booty hole brown like mentality and song process and writing? Like, is she gonna grow any? Is it gonna change? Does this style even need does this style mature? Like, what happens when her fans that were listening to her grow up some in the next 2 to 3 years when they go from 18 to 22 or 23 and they start looking at stuff differently? So I just wonder, will she grow with her music? This doesn't look like it will, because she was right back at it again after having a baby. But it was a no for me, dog. It was a no for me. But it wasn't for me. I'm not the intended audience either.
Yeah, she did this the whole way though, even with the pregnancy photos, like to hide her baby daddy's face and shit. She had his face in her ass and stuff for
In
part of the
her
pictures,
ass.
and
And
this
said, I hope my booty doesn't stink,
that's what I'm
which is
saying.
insane.
So this is on brand, like bro. Like, look, this is what has gotten her to this point. So if it's not broke, she's not going to try to fix it. Now, my question, very much like yours, how long does this get old? And the answer is simple. It gets old as soon as she doesn't have any records. The same way, you want to know why we scroll through and nobody really is upset or nobody's alarmed? Number one, because we've seen it before. And two, nigga, she ain't got no song right now. Like it's kind of, I mean, the Rich Baby Daddy shit is out. You know what I'm saying? That's still making a little bit of noise. But if you have a song out, then all of this is cool. But now motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh, okay. They're gonna be desensitized to it. And then you're gonna have to level up and do something crazier or more shocking or more wild or more ratchet or more ghetto. And then it's like, then it's really gonna be like, all right, man. Then people gonna be turned off. So it again, poor
Do you think
taste.
her family, you think her family comes into consideration when you talk about more ratchet, more ghetto, like having a new baby, being a mother, baby daddy out there? Like, you think people around her have accepted, okay, this is what it's going to take to pay our bills?
Yeah.
That's
Bro, you see how
crazy.
excited they were? She went when she was talking about the Trump $1,200, bro. You know how excited she was when she talked about getting that check? What the fuck you think? How you think shit look when them publishing checks come through from that rich baby daddy shit in about 2 more months?
That's sick.
Like, dude, they're gonna be like, nigga, I'll hold the camera. Get pregnant again, I'll hold the camera. Like, man, listen, that money gets you security, bro. Motherfuckers ain't trying to go back to East St. Louis, North St. Louis, wherever the fuck side of town she from. But they're not trying to go back to that shit. You step foot in that Calabasas house, dude. I'm never leaving this motherfucker, dude.
I'm gonna do
Like,
whatever it takes to stay there.
whatever it
That's the
takes. I don't
crazy
give a
part.
shit. I will hold the camera on the sex tape, dude. To be mama. Mama will hold the camera on the sex tape. We don't give a fuck, dude. We not eating the bullshit fake cereal no more. We got the good shit. We eating Brodus
They ain't eating
foods.
hootie hoos no more. They ain't eating the hootie hoos. We can get Fruit
We
Loops
eating the
now.
Hootie Hoos and the Snoop Loops, nigga. I'm not eating. So it's up, man. So get ready for more of this. I would real quick though. I was interested to see if she was gonna pivot because I seen some of her photos, some of the maternity photos that she took by herself. She was a little bit more glammed up.
I
She
saw
kind of,
that.
you know what I'm saying? You could the tattoos were a little bit more hidden. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she gonna. Never mind. I
Nope.
saw. Never mind. As soon as I
I'm gonna
seen her on this
twerk.
bed tour, I was like, oh, okay, okay,
I'm gonna
back to the
twerk
same
in the
thing.
hospital bed. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
more of the
about to do.
same.
Facts. All right, man. Before we get to the wins and losses, AB, your man's who is still waiting on this album. Like, I'm just please drop the album and stop giving us this shit. But Saha claims that Eminem used ghostwriters examples, D12 and Proof, on his albums. And I got a simple question to you. Do you believe it?
Um, uh, so all right, so he was on Math Hoffa, my expert opinion, and he was saying that. So they asked him about like studio sessions with Scott and Kanye and he was like, man, he said, I don't, he said, quote, I don't know what niggas be talking about. Like M ain't top five, M is top five. However, one of the co-hosts said, man, yeah, he got to be top five because he ain't had no ghostwriters. And he was like, nigga, D12 and Proof was the ghostwriter. Like, what are you talking about? You think
Mm,
Eminem ain't have ghostwriters? Nah, nigga, D12 and Proof.
mm,
Respectfully, Proof has been gone a long time, and M hasn't been with D12 in years. Now, I do believe that ideas and concepts and thoughts and all of this shit come into play. I think that's just what happens when you have five, six niggas in a room making songs. But did fucking Bazaar from D12 hand Eminem a notepad? What? No, nigga, no.
mm,
He didn't hand him a composition notepad from Walgreens, nigga, and be like, here, write Stan. And nigga, Bazaar from D12 wrote Stan. No, I don't believe that. I think Saha
mm.
know how this shit go, man. And he knows how to get attention too. He knew this would get attention, but he did try to clarify it though. He tried to clarify. There's a lot of niggas who could just rhyme and don't be talking about shit. He said, man, they was in there just kind of throwing out ideas. Like, nigga, don't be like, oh, you think Eminem ain't got ghostwriters? Don't say that. You know what people gonna think. And you just want attention.
Right.
Drop the EGOT and quit bullshit and talking about motherfuckers we don't care about. Nobody cares about D12, dude. Nobody. Drop the EGOT, nigga. Get M on the album or something. Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to get his attention? I don't know what the fuck, man. Drop the
He trying
album.
to get
Fuck
his,
all this talk.
he trying to get cleaned up by him. That's what he's trying to do. Some would say
He'll
though,
wash
AB,
him.
that
So in 2024, I'm out at you.
yeah,
Wash
hold on.
him.
Some would, yeah, because Proof and D12 aren't around anymore, and that's what some people would say that the albums have fallen off since he has not been as close with those guys. Now, I agree with you. We need to put a it needs to be another term, or they need to really define the term ghostwriter.
I agree.
Because if all of us are sitting in this room and we all can rap, it's okay, especially if y'all my guys and we've had similar life experiences, for you to have input on this song. That's what you're in the studio with me for. In my opinion, even though you would get a credit for that suggestion, that doesn't
Right.
mean that you're a ghostwriter necessarily.
Nah.
How people take that is, oh, like you said, he wrote this whole thing down and he gave it to him. Like, Eminem is a rapper. So him getting suggestions on hooks and
Yep.
bridges and no, you should add this here or say this instead of that. It's normal because I'm
Yep.
hanging out with other talented rappers. So I would say that this is Sci looking for attention, trying to garner up uh, attention around this EGOT album that no one seems to care about but us. We're the only ones that keep asking about it. Even he doesn't care about it. He ain't said shit else about it or put it out. I don't even know what he was on Math Hoffa for, other than to just up there hating on Eminem. But yeah, yes, D12 and Proof probably help Eminem write some songs. Does that take anything away from how cold Eminem is? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's I get it. I think what he's trying to say, you know how like a niggas look at producers or certain producers that
Mm-hmm.
may not be the one programming the beat machine. They may not be the one, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, key with the keys and
You didn't do all of the sounds and ad
yeah,
libs
nigga,
and
they
shit,
may
man.
not do all of that, but they may come in and give some context and rearrange it a little bit, and now they got a producer credit. Man, we know
Yeah.
that's not the same goddamn thing, dude. Like, stop acting like niggas just made the beat from scratch and Dre put his name on it after the like, no, 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 no. So, yes, niggas can give you ideas and thoughts. Hey, man, have you ever thought about rapping from the perspective of a fan, like a crazy fan? Damn, bro, that's a good idea. Let me go do that. Oh, that's your ghostwriter. No, it's not, dude. It's niggas bouncing
And
ideas
yes,
off each other.
and yes, he has a writing credit on the song because I'm going to credit my friend for having a great idea. But nigga, I still went in there and rapped it. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, that he lost me
So
with
how
that.
crazy the reason that reason that it's frustrating to hear Sahai say this is because, like you said, he knows how this shit goes, bro.
Yep.
Like you've been doing this shit with Kanye West for fucking ever, nigga. Like
Yep.
you know how this. One of Kanye West bars ain't shit no more. He should have been in the room with this nigga when he was working on that Vultures out. Maybe we
I
would have got
agree.
some better bars from Kanye.
I agree.
All right, man. So we just get into the wins and losses before we get out of here. A B first win or a loss. An aspiring rapper throws a demo CD on stage at a J. Cole show. Is that a win or a loss?
That's a loss. I get it. You never know when you're gonna run into them. But bro, whips don't even come with CD players no more, fam.
I was just about to say
Laptops don't even come with CD players no more,
it
bro.
wasn't a physical disc.
What it
It wasn't. It
wasn't?
couldn't have been. I'm asking it. I'm
Yeah,
asking you.
yeah, it
Was it
was.
a disc? That's
Yeah, but
crazy.
in a case, in like a little
Oh,
like a little clear case, like a burnt CD.
that's crazy.
Bro, what year is this, dude? That's your marketing plan? I'm gonna get these tickets in the front for the J. Cole, and when he come on stage, and I'm gonna throw the CD on stage, bro, and he's gonna take it, put it in his pocket, listen to it on the tour bus on the way home, and sign me, bro. It's not how I work. Put in work, bro. And
What
his
year
shit could
is
be
this?
banging in there. He could be cold,
Yeah,
but I feel like if he was cold,
he
he would
wouldn't do
do
this.
something better than that.
He would have threw a USB drive up there if he was cold.
Something.
It literally takes more work to find a CD player than it would for a nigga to just frisbee a shit. Like you should just frisbee. You should just frisbee a nigga shit being petty. Like nigga, the CD player right here in the car. I just don't want to hear this shit, nigga.
Oh
I'm throwing it
shit!
out. But now, even if I wanted to hear it, bro, I wouldn't know where to find a CD player. I have
I don't
no
have one in the
idea
crib.
where. Like, yeah, like my PlayStation is digital. Like
Yep.
there's no drive on my laptop. Like there's nothing that I would be able to like. It would be days before I came across something where I could listen to a CD in. And if I'm J.
I have to go
Cole,
out of my way, bro, to find it.
exactly. And I don't know you, and I'm not going out of my way because if you was that cold, as the nigga told us, I would have heard about you by now. So
Basically,
no. Next one, lost Dr. Dre and Snoop are releasing a brand new beverage. They get into the game. Gin and juice. Smart winner or loss, AB.
man, the song came out in 1993. We are in 2024 and they are still making
Mm-hmm.
money off of this name. I think it's genius. I'm surprised that they didn't do this 15 years ago. If you want some, it's available now. Four flavors: apricot, citrus, melon, and passion fruit. And the can is killing. Got the lowrider on there with the D's. The can is super dope. I want to try this shit. It's a genius idea. I find it amazing when people have in hip hop have made something in the 90s and are making money off of it this many years later. Another example, Eminem has Mom Spaghetti in Detroit. That's genius. You believe it or not, your boy from the band, Ness, has Ness cheesecake from when they had to walk to Justice to get the cheesecake on making a band. Like I
That's
like when
funny.
people do shit like that, man. Like I'm not mad at it. I think it's smart. I want some of this shit. I don't even drink this shit, but I'm gonna go get some.
Drinking gin is crazy, first of all. But yeah, it's a smart idea. Eating Ness's cheesecake.
Yeah.
Is he still battle rapping?
Yep.
Okay, well, this is a good idea. That's
The
that's a
cheesecake
good
came
idea.
out last year. Just came
That's
out.
fire. What was the other one?
Oh, Mom Spaghetti. He got
What
the
is that?
Eminem got the. It's in Detroit. It's like a little walk up, and it come in like the little. It come in like the little Chinese style to go things.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
serve spaghetti and meatballs, and I think vegan meatballs.
Huh. What's the thing about his mom's spaghetti? Just because he used to hate his
Oh,
mom
from
or something?
um you never lose yourself. Lose yourself in the moment. You own it. I threw up on my shirt, Mom
Yeah.
Spaghetti,
Got
all
you,
that
got
from
you,
the Eight
got you.
Mile.
Interesting, man. I do like it too. I like all the different lanes that people are getting into, finding ways to make money outside of music. Bad for us, great for them. Winner or loss, Swiss Beats, man. He responds to the hilarious memes. We talked about this a little earlier. With Usher and his wife Alicia Keys sharing a moment through the Super Bowl performance. Swiss Beats got up there. He said, "Man, this is what y'all worry about. These two people just had a beautiful performance, and y'all worried about that. Is that a win or a loss, AB?"
Man, listen, I saw his art show exhibit going on at the Brooklyn Library. He's married to Alicia Keys, who is still bad. She's been famous for 20 years. Have you seen this nigga house, dude? Would you be
Yeah.
upset if you lived in Iron Man's house, nigga? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be mad at all. It would take a whole lot more than this shit to make you upset. Nigga, this is a W. Swizz is living a W life right now. Like, I'm not mad at him. This the same nigga that they was getting they versus money held out on them. The nigga, they was owed like 30 million. These niggas waited like 10 months to even say anything, dude. Like this nigga ain't even waiting on this nigga ain't even waiting, losing sleep over the $30 million bag, dude. I am not, nothing would make me mad. I have a smile on my face every fucking day. The internet is not gonna take that away from me. Shout out to Swizz. I fuck with Swizz, man. I'm with him on this.
So this is a L or W?
Some big
This
W.
is W. Um, I think it's an L, but not because Usher was pushing up on his wife, but because he didn't lean into it more. He should have trolled a little bit. Like kind of
Oh, that'd have been
kind
funny.
of it would have been funny if he had kind of acted like he was mad, like it would have been a thing. Like not and not even to where you would have taken it serious, but acted like it to where you could see that he was playing into it. That
Mm-hmm.
would have been funny. That would have like added to his like the depth of who we know Swiss as. Because I feel like he's a funny dude. He feels like he got a nice, good personality. This is not anything to worry about, bro. Like no, I wouldn't be mad. Like a lot of the internet scuttlebutt is, oh, nigga can do my wife like that, and like nigga, shut up.
Oh,
That's why you're not married to Alicia Keys, bro.
yeah,
That's
shut up.
exactly why you're not married to Alicia Keys. But yeah, this is a L, but not in the sense of he got disrespect or anything. But it was just an opportunity for him to have fun with it. He should have had fun with this a little bit and kind of played into it. They even called Usher and let him know, and they had fun with it together. Pause. Um,
Jesus.
yeah. He should have definitely played into it. Bonus winner or loss, AB. Having fun with it together is nuts. Bonus winner or loss, especially off that topic. Little John, he's dropping a guided meditation album. Is that a winner or loss?
Man, this is a W, man. It's coming out this Friday, actually, February 16th. It is called Total Meditation. It's 10 tracks. He said that he was inspired to do this because he had to do meditation after his
I
he split with his wife, who he married in '04. They separated last year. That's 20 years he was married and they ended up splitting. So he was like, nigga, I got to do something. So that turn up crunk shit ain't gonna work when you're going through shit like this. You gotta flip the script. So I'm not mad at this. I'm interested to hear what it sounds like. So yeah, this is a W, man. I don't know if it's gonna work or if it's gonna catch on or anybody's gonna bite, but I ain't mad at the logic behind it.
Yeah, the logic is solid. I agree with you there. Guided meditation. I'm not sure what that is,
Yeah.
but I try to meditate sometimes, not as much as I should, but I do practice it. So yeah, I'm interested in this. I think it's a W. It's like I would have thought you was going to say his motivation was the Andre album, just doing something different, something that people could use outside of the rap space. So yeah, I'm here for this.
One of these days, somebody's gonna do something outside of like a rapper or someone who's known for hip hop is gonna do something so left out of the rap space, but it's gonna actually connect though. Like the Flute
Yeah.
album was buzzing for a weekend. I don't know if this has any necessarily buzz behind it, but someone's gonna do something similar to this, and it's gonna hit like huge, and we're gonna be like, "Damn, why didn't nobody think of that?" I just don't know what it is.
Yes, I agree with that
How
100%,
old do you think
especially
Lil
now.
Jon is?
46?
53.
Damn.
That's
Damn.
what I said.
That sound about right though. Because remember when he like a teacher or some shit? Then he go to then I know he has like he got his master's degree in education or some shit, I want to say.
I don't know. I remember he was on a Celebrity Apprentice and he shook that motherfucker.
Yeah, he fuck with Trump.
He was
That's his boy.
cold though. Like he was
He was.
way better of a business person than I imagined.
Yeah,
I had to put respect
yeah.
on his name.
That is a fact. That whole Little John thing is a front. He
Exactly.
talk different, act different, business wise different than what you would think he is.
It's a
Hey, B,
character.
who we got for on deck of the week? Yes,
Man,
exactly.
let's go to YouTube, man. Shout out to homie Tony Robinson. He said, quote, AB and Spike, what about Dave Chappelle on Club Shay Shay or a trio interview, Jonathan Majors, Nate Parker, and Jason Mitchell? Of course, we mentioned that Club Shay Shay is about to be the place to go when you got to get shit off your chest. So who would be the natural follow-up to Monique and Cat Williams? Jonathan Majors is good. If he kept it a buck on
Jonathan
there, that would be
Majors.
real
You need
good.
Jonathan Majors. That would be fire, Jonathan Majors.
Nate
Um,
Parker was good too, though, but I don't know if people will
I
care.
don't
But he'll
even
make you if he go on there talking shit.
who is Nate Parker?
He did that. He did that slave movie. Who was the slave that rebelled? God damn,
I know the name. That's from
that's gonna
South
bother the
Carolina.
shit out of me. Nat Turner.
Nat Turner.
He did the Nat
Yes.
Turner movie, but people flipped on him because he got a white
Oh
wife.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I
then the
remember.
old charges came up from college.
Yeah,
So
okay,
they
I
got him
remember.
out
Yeah,
of there
Jonathan Majors.
real quick.
Who was the third person that he said on that?
Jason Mitchell, that's dude who played Easy E.
Oh, Easy E. That
Yeah,
would
he
be
was on it.
good.
He got kicked off the Shy.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I like Jonathan Majors. I think Lil Duval would be good up there too. Lil Duval has a kind of like a do not care attitude that he could, I think, get a lot off his chest too.
That's
So
a good
I thought
point.
about that when we talked about it last. Like Lil Duval would like he do numbers up there, especially with his social media following.
That's a good one. I thought had Dame been quiet these last 2 or 3 years, he would go crazy up
So
there. But he's been too accessible. Shout out to him, no friend of the
yeah,
show. But he's just done too much
absolutely.
press in the last 2 years.
Y'all go check out the Dame Dash on deck interview out there in the zeitgeist for you. What you got to put us on this week, B?
Man, two interviews real quick. One, what's your boy? Your boy Russ was on Andrew Schultz podcast. I don't listen to Russ's music. I think it's was it Flagrant 2? I think is what it's called.
Oh, with him and Oshkosh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Indian guy. Yeah,
Hey, they got
yes,
some
flagrant too.
clips. They got some really good clips. Russ is an independent artist, and he has very intelligent conversations as it relates to the music business. And
Hmm.
he's got a couple of clips where he talks about like industry plants and how streaming farms work and stuff. It's really good shit. I'm not even gonna lie. And he has a take on Sexy Red that I thought was spot the fuck on. I would definitely check out the clip. You ain't gotta watch the whole interview because I didn't.
I was
Just
gonna
find
ask you,
that
did you
clip.
watch the whole thing?
Yeah, hell no. No, I didn't, but I watched like two
Get
or
out of
three
there.
clips. I was like, damn, I might need to find the whole episode. And then two, watch the clip of your boy Eric Sermon from EPMD on Cosmic Kev. Please, I mean Bootleg Kev. You
Mhm.
know, his beat
Yeah.
is the beat from I Don't Wanna
Oh yeah,
Know
yeah.
the Weekend. If he's cheating, please don't let it show and all that shit. That's an EPMD beat. He owns 4% of that song.
You
He
sent this
make
to the group chat. That clip,
Yeah, that's
that
I
clip
can't
was
remember if I put that in the group chat.
yeah.
But he owns 4% of that song. He makes $240,000 a quarter off of that song. The Weeknd's version. We're not even talking about Puff version.
Jesus Christ.
240,000 because he owns his publishing. That's fucking insane. He created that song in 1988. Thought that was crazy. It's a good clip though, man. Y'all check it out.
I want to go back in. I want to hear that song now because I don't think I'm familiar with that.
I wasn't either. I had to look it up.
Was it fire?
No, it was cool. It's just that beat, that doo doo. It was that beat. That's where they got that shit from.
Going back to that Russ for just a second. It was a clip where he was talking about the oxymoron of being a rapper that was absolute.
Oh, that was dope.
flames.
Yeah, that was dope.
Oh, that was good. So
We're talking
yeah,
about whether if you talk about the real shit, but you're not about it, then
now
that's
you
one
look
thing.
like
And then
this, but then if you like
if
that
you're
shit
really about it
was-
and you talk about the real shit, then that's a whole
now
another
you
certain.
putting
That's
yourself
from the same
incriminating
interview.
yourself. Yeah, exactly. I saw that was fire. I'm gonna go listen to that. My guy Mo Threes from Another Week in the Books put me on that, and also this podcast, this my put on. It's called The Raven. It's about Ray Lewis and that stabbing and the Super Bowl shit that he had. Yes, sir. It's similar to that. You remember that Steve McNair podcast?
Hell yeah.
Well, this is similar to that, going through the whole story of him. It's the same company, Wondery, but it's called The Raven, and it's about the stabbing that Ray Lewis was accused of that Super Bowl that they were in. Just starting episode 1, and shit is fire.
That's
Y'all
clutch.
check that out. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I gotta get that. You ain't talking about shit. Cops. Listen to that. A Sappington. They cold. Tenderfoot is cold.
Tenderfoot cold. That's been it for the On Deck TV show. We appreciate you guys joining us. We know we're a little late this week, but we appreciate you bearing with us. Being late, we're gonna have a surprise for y'all. Keep your feeds open. I got some on Another Week in the Books that I'm cooking up with AB that we're excited about this week. So you guys make sure you go over there and check out Another Week in the Books as well. Anything else before we get out of here, AB?
No, sir.
We out. Peace.
Yes, sir.